You see, as people, you and I, we've always had needs. But in the beginning, these needs were simple. Must survive. So in order to do this, we would hunt, catch food, eat food. We'd look out for other things that thought we might be food. We'd find shelter, sleep, rise and do it all again. Much like the modern day animals you'll see on your televisions. As we developed, we got better at this hunting. The Stone Age gave us improved weapons, and we got so successful in fact that we could kill more than we needed, simply because we could. And then we had a thought. No, hold on. If I catch more meat than I need to on a Monday, then I can just lie back for the rest of the week with my feet up, watching the bison and the llama run free, eating from my pile of carcasses as and when I need to. And it made sense. Soon after that we had another thought. Hold on. If I catch even more meat on a Monday, well, I won't have to lie about on my toad. I'll have enough meat for my friends to come and sit with me, and they can watch the bison and llama as well. Perfect. But then a question dawns. Hold on, no, this isn't right. This isn't fair. Why am I doing all the hunting and these guys are just living off my work, living off all the hunting I'm doing, and don't give me anything back? I need something back here, I need some sort of exchange, something to make this fair. I want a foot rub, or a necklace made of teeth. And so, with the first meet for foot rub exchange, we witnessed the birth of currency. We realised there was many other things we could trade with. Wheat, seed, fish, eggs, clothes, people, precious stone. But it was all a bit messy. It was all a bit disorganised. We wanted to agree on something that could be given a universal agreed value. Gold.
It's an attempt to sort of look at the lunacy of our financial system. And yes, the current crash we've had, but more than that, the actual lack of understanding that I think anyone has in the concept of our financial system, crash or no crash, is performed in the style of a motivational speech to try and question where our value lies in money or the person. And to question this sort of almost religious devotion we have to our current system.
And where did your influences come for the show? Where did the idea come from, or is it something?
Well, it's something. Well, I always work with stuff I don't understand.
Right.
So I tried to investigate parallel universes in the past, and I realised that I really don't understand. I didn't understand money, and then I scratched the surface, and I think I realised that not a lot of people understand money, and so I developed the piece over a year while I was an associate with the National Theatre of Scotland, brackets, and I got to go down to London, into the city, and meet some bankers and some ex-bankers. There's becoming more and more ex-bankers, ex-stock exchange workers. Good time to grab them for a coffee.
Yeah.
And find out. At first, it was an exploration to find out why we crashed, but now more so it's to find out why we even allowed a system to take place that so few people understand.
How do you think an or more audience might react to your performance style?
Well, you know, I always try and talk to people. That's why I perform. That's why I perform myself, because I like to share the space with people. So I know that it's a slightly different audience that I'll have this time, because before it was people who were invited, I guess, largely, and people who were maybe a bit more up for seeing some crazy stuff. Not that it's crazy at all, but I come to the More knowing that they have a regular audience and they don't know who I am. And people may be anticipating a play that's set in a particular place in a particular time in history. But it's very much that I am here to talk to you. And yes, I am a character of sorts, a persona, but I'll not be letting you drift off into the escape of a rainy East Kilbride flat on a Wednesday afternoon in December. That basically, yeah, it's not a fictional piece.
Yeah.
Although I will be drawing on theatrical form and it's in a theatre, so you can engage on many different levels. On a very active level if you want. Yes, and I'm rambling.
No.
So,
do you want to tell me a bit about, because obviously you come from a directing background and you've created the show and are performing in it, so do you want to tell me a bit about the rehearsal process and how you work with kind of devising and rehearsing the piece?
Yeah, well, it's a sort of, as I say, this piece was developed over a year, more intensely at the beginning while I was with the National Theatre of Scotland, and through their workshop department I did a lot of workshopping of ideas to begin with, and I was offered the opportunity to share a work in progress at the Arches for the Into the New Festival. So I put together a very early stage of it and shared it there, which kind of, by nature of sharing it, sort of defined the piece. And so it's been kind of small changes ever since then.
For a wallet. Now I, like many of you, I'm sure, get paid on a monthly basis. I spend money throughout that month, but I never have the need to see any cash. It's all just a system of belief. Let me put it another way. So, if I told you I was going to buy you a pint, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
You would probably want the opportunity to see that pint. You'd want the opportunity to drink that pint.